Welcome into the latest edition of Extra Time. Thank you as always for your tweets. Strangely enough, this is the first thing we're recording today. Normally it's the last. Shaka's here. What do you mean?
Don't tell them to record it. They think it's live.
Really? What about the stuff we have to edit out that Stevie says that isn't appropriate?
Sometimes.
Jan is with us as well. This is from Tipsy Batman, who I think is more than tipsy. Craig, is it hard staying humble when you're always right?
Good Lord.
Oh, my
goodness.
Not always right.
Burner account.
Not always right.
But I'm never wrong.
99.9999.
I'm not always right, but I'm never wrong.
No, but the secret is, even if you think you're wrong, make sure you've got an argument.
Front foot.
Best
Just never
form
admitted.
of defence
is
attack. Change the subject.
Yeah, off you go.
Do you know how many years it takes to...
37 years of television, open talk back and all, Shaq.
Yeah.
That's how he's learned his trade.
Learn my trade.
Shaka,
going to be worth?
Shaka, what would you do? What would you do if you were in Kepa's shoes? Obviously, he won't be playing that many games.
Try to move, but easier said than done. Kepa is on a huge contract.
Yeah.
Chelsea are going to want a lot of money for him. And
Great backup.
Yeah,
If you can just keep him happy.
Yeah, when he's come in last season, he did well. Did a whole lot better than you've seen him, to be honest. But who takes that chance on that kind of money?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Will there be any tension, Craig, between the likes of Jorginho and Mount at Chelsea or Di Maria and Neymar at PSG after these players defeated each other in the Euro and Copa America final?
No, that's not the way it works.
No.
Unless there's a beef between those players anyway. That's not how it works.
There'll be some banter though, wouldn't there, you imagine?
Yeah, that's what it'll be. I mean, we played against guys at international and club level, and you know, one of my best mates in Scotland, I kicked him all over the park.
Yeah.
I played against him, Billy Dodge, and he always said to me, "Why'd you keep doing that?" And I said, "Why not?" I mean, I'm not. You know, you're kind of not mates when you're on the field, but
Right.
no, there's no problems whatsoever.
Internationally, Jan, did you come up against club teammates?
Absolutely, and like Craig said, that is a part of the dressing room banter. You want to kick them. I heard a good story today about Zlatan, where he was told by Raiola when he was at Ajax to try to make noise when he played Holland. So he ran around the pitch kicking down every Ajax player for Holland. So that is done. but normally, if you come back in the dressing room, you have a banter. You want to play them. You want to beat them. When we didn't qualify for the European Championship in '96 with Norway, I came back to the Borough dressing room. There was a Norwegian shirt on a doll hanging in my roof. So there are banters in a football dressing room.
Here's one for you.
I was going to ask what kind of doll, but I don't think we need that.
Here's one for you quickly. Here's one for you from the Euros in the summer that I heard. When Scotland played England, sit up, Burley. When Scotland played England,
38 years.
What?
Need a coach for that. Where is he? There was a guy, Robinson, who played right back. Stephen Robinson, but played right back for Scotland, right? Had a great game. He's an unsung player, plays for Motherwell, I believe. Had a fantastic game at Wembley.
Right.
But when Jack Grealish came on, he really played well against Grealish. And the story came out, he told it to the Scottish media, that Jack McGinn, Grealish's fellow teammate, had said, listen, if he comes on and plays, just keep telling him how good looking he is and how well dressed and how nice his hair is. I'm not serious.
Really?
So he said,
Brilliant, I love it.
So he said, when Grealish came on off the bench and went over to that left side, he said he was going up behind him and he's going, your hair's lovely. He said, your hair's lovely, it's not a strand out of place. Oh, your socks, look at your shin pads, look at your tan. Oh my God. He said, never kicked the ball when he came on,
Wow.
He said he just kept talking to him.
To his head.
And he told the press this, and I thought it was quite funny, because this kind of
That's
stuff...
hilarious.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, that's funny. That is funny.
But John McGinn had told him,
Right.
listen, if you want to just put him off on his game,
Yeah.
tell him how lovely he is. tell him he's great. Oh, I'd love to look like you. You look great and all that. Look at you.
That's awesome.
Amazing. I don't think I could have done that.
No.
I could have just went, by the way, you're going to get it in a minute.
Yes. Yeah.
But Craig, they can never do it to you because you're not good looking, not good dressed.
Wow.
Wow.
Jan,
Wow,
Jan,
Jan.
Jan, They were too scared to do it.
I know.
To be fair, the Norway defence were about to do it, but I was run past them and...
Did you score?
I'm sorry?
Craig scored against us at the World Cup. It need to be said.
No,
for those
we've
young,
never heard
young
that before. Yeah.
young
That's the
viewers.
first time that's ever been mentioned.
Norway
This is in 1952 in Brazil.
Apparently Norway were number
1950.
5 in the world at the time as well. How the hell did that happen?
My God.
Number 2, please.
Right.
Number 2,
Right,
please.
Yep, enough for number
Number
two.
two.
Will there be any tension between the likes of... Oh, no, I've just done that. When a big transfer player joins the club, what's the general feeling? Happy to get a good player or envy to see someone getting paid more and getting all the attention? You were at Chelsea when they were bringing proper quality players.
Yeah, but I think there is a realisation, I don't know if it's still the same. If you were a youngster coming through at a club, you generally always had more issues with your contracts than the big stars that were coming in.
Yes.
That's kind of how it worked back in the day. And so when Zola and Hullet and Vialli and all those, there's more of them came in. I'm not going to say LeBouf. I've said it. You knew you weren't. I was actually negotiating my contract at Chelsea when those guys came in.
Okay.
And I knew I said to Chelsea, I said, look, they offered me a long-term deal just before I went to Celtic. And I said, look, I know I'm not going to get what these guys are getting. I understand that, but can we just go somewhere in the middle? No. All right, where's the flight to Glasgow?
No.
So that's kind of how it works.
But it's interesting, Dan, because that is interesting in the dressing room, because they say footballers are stupid, we're thick or everything. But there's somehow in the dressing room there is an understanding. You don't do any fuss about it, because you think that okay, they've done their deal, and then you have to look after your deal. And I had the same with Middlesbrough when Fabrizio Ravanelli came in, and apparently he was the best paid player in England. I had number 9. They were coming, Fabrizio Ravanelli. I went to Brian Robson and said, it's okay that he will take number 9. See you later. That's how it is. That's how it works. And I think in a football dressing room, you understand those kind of things. It's like the law of the jungle.
Unless you're Roy Keane.
Yeah.
Who Roy, I believe, and I'm not speaking out of turn, that might be Roy, somebody had, I think Roy had it in his contract.
Yeah, he did.
That if a player came in and got a bumper wage rise, his had to go. Right. So he would be like, come on, bring them in. Yeah. Because his contract would automatically.
Yeah, Raul had that at Real Madrid as well.
Did he?
Yeah.
We tried to get it, Shaka and I.
Let me go on a free transfer instead.
Did you see the scenes today? Messi opened his Miami home to the fans to say hello. Have any of you?
What is it? He opened his what?
So he opened up
He's in Miami on holiday and he opened up the gate to let, because fans were
Two-bedroom condo?
one bedroom studio.
Struggling with the
Airbnb.
Yeah, no AC, nothing.
Homeowners Association struggling.
It was really nice, actually. It was good to see. Him doing that for the fans.
Has he bought the house here?
No, he's just on holiday.
Is he taking out his retirement?
Well, he's definitely on the cards, isn't it? Yep. Any of you ever done anything crazy like that? Shaka, do you have people camping outside your house at Trinidad?
Who would do that? Who would come outside my house? Nobody wants to come outside my house and see me.
I did that early in my career. I mean, I think you learn when you start. I got 3 kids, and with my first kid, I was standing with nearly naked with my son, newborn baby. Second ones, I just let him in once in my house, the Norwegian press. And the third kid, nobody knows because I never did it. And I think that's a part of your learning curve, so to say, that you won't let him into your house, except you're Lionel Messi and you have 9 houses somewhere around the world. But I don't think you do that anymore. I haven't seen it, mate. Yeah, it changed a lot.
Phones. Social media.
Now,
burglars.
This is a story that's developing around Gabriel Heinze, who was sacked as coach of Atlanta United in MLS. What do you guys make of reports that Heinze's training with Atlanta, denying them water and days off? Did you have any managers who used extreme tactics like that?
Yes.
Yeah?
Well, I never denied his water, but I've told you the story about Erling Johnson.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pre-season training at Chelsea, Glenn Hoddle had brought a nutritionist in. This nutritionist had, after you've done a pre-season training session, after a few days, as the boys know, it's grueling. So you got to really hydrate and eat properly. This was no salt, and the food was terrible anyway. So we're not allowed any salt, and we're not allowed any sparkling water. Right. You told us, know this story, didn't you? Brilliant. And for those people that don't know Erling Johnson, go and Google him, former Bayern Munich and Chelsea.
One of
Norway.
my best mates.
He's a big lad, and I mean big lad, centre half. So he asked the waitress for sparkling water, and after about the 4th time, when she said, "I'm sorry, sir, but I've been told you're not allowed sparkling water, only still water," he went, hit the desk and went, "Just get it!" And she went like that. And Glenn Hoddle, who was denying everybody sparkling water, just sat like that. Because he finally flipped. No salt, no this, no sauces for the food, and no sparkling water. Just get it! This poor girl who was like on minimum wage was crying.
Oh man, that's like Stevie and Shaka Pie.
But that's when somebody finally snaps.
Yeah.
That's not good management.
Yeah, no, of course.
I've had that.
Go ahead, Jan.
No, I'm just saying that with Felix Magath, he has the worst reputation of all coaches, I guess. He's doing that. He told us when we were injured. He was a doctor himself. If you said you were injured, he said, "No, you're not injured." Okay, and no water. He never told us when it was training. So if we trained 10:30, then he will say after the training, he will tell us maybe it's day off or maybe it was training, whatever. Never told us when we were holiday. And when he came to Fulham, I made a story for English paper, and I know Felix Magath. After my career now, I have a great relationship to him. So I made it kind of humorous in an English paper about him. And William Quist, who was at that time playing, the Danish guy who was playing for Fulham, he came over to me and he said, "Jan, I thought you were joking. He's even worse." I mean, he was unbelievable. But he was successful. He won the championship for Wolfsburg, double by Bayern Munich. But still, and if he was on, and if he listened to me now, I would still say he was mad.
Yeah.
You were going to
go on, Shane.
No, I was saying, growing up in Trinidad, that was a feeling that to get fit, deny yourself water during training. And
wow,
we talking Trinidad and Tobago here. It is hot.
Yeah.
So that was a regular. Don't drink water. And if you had water, you could only have a minimal amount.
But it's
That's how you got your fitness.
And you were losing weight.
What's the Gabriel Heinze?
So Atlanta have been terrible this season, and stories now coming out that he denied them water during training.
To be doing that now is ridiculous.
So you weren't allowed to
have a water break
to drink
during training. To be doing that now is dangerous. It's not just ridiculous. It's not just antiquated.
Well, yeah, and
that's
on the other
dangerous.
side, I don't remember. Sometimes they would even water out there for training.
Right.
I mean, if you've got a big long training session,
Yeah.
it depends where you're training.
Yeah, again, you're talking Atlanta. It's hot. It is hot.
Yeah. I
But
mean,
you remember, boys, the story about Dave Bassett, the goalkeeper of Wimbledon? Because sometimes I do that as well. I do that for a diet, that you're not drinking, because then you're losing nothing, of course. And he went into the sauna with a cycle, with a lot of clothes on, and he fainted, and I had to take him to the hospital. So they say footballers are not thick. We are, then again, aren't we?
Wow.
Gaza used to do that. Remember I told you this? Gaza used to do that at Rangers. Gaza was trying to lose weight and he used to go in the sauna.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, he was caught coming out the sauna 2 hours before they were playing Juventus in the Champions League. And he didn't realise this was going to make him fatigued and tired.
Let's switch gears from Gaza and his sauna. Jan, what's the highest Jan has been in our country, Norway? Highest in terms of how far up north, not mountain high?
Oh, that is a good question, because we're not have a highest mountain, still higher than in the UK. The highest mountain I've been is Galdhøpiggen, 2,469 meters. But the furthest north, and you can have a look on the map, I've been in Svalbard. That's the island that is beyond Santa Claus. We're nearly by North Pole.
Wow.
You know. Yeah, so I played a game there 2 times. I've been there and took some mates up, and we played. Very cold, but funny. Never there. Just dark or only sun. There's nothing in between.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, bet like your head, mate. Not much in between. Where's Kongsvinger?
Kongsvinger is middle, also that is south. That is more or less south. Have you played there?
Yeah, no, we went there pre-season, wrecked all the good bars. Much to John Barnes'
No,
dismay.
bar. There is only one.
You know, he came in a
Kongsvinger.
bar. You know, he came in one day and tasted all their drinks.
Who's that?
This is paranoia for you.
John Barnes.
Barnesy. Well, it wasn't Barnesy, but it was the entourage behind him that were saying, "You got to watch those guys. They're out drinking during the day. We're on pre-season." And they walked in, and we went to this bar, a few of us, during the day, basically to get away from them. And they came in, and we were actually drinking Diet Cokes. As you know, I don't drink whiskies and vodka. I'll drink beer.
Yeah.
They came in and they picked up a couple of the coaches, picked up the boys' Diet Cokes and tasted
Wow.
it to see if they had vodka or something in him, and which they didn't. But that was before the season started. That didn't set a very good tone.
No, I bet.
Which told us already that the hierarchy were saying to them, there's a few bad apples in this group, from which I was one. But I wasn't a bad apple. It was the fact there was a bit of a drinking culture at the time at that club.
Yes.
And most of the clubs.
Ask Craig, did he play against Ole, and how good was Ole as a player?
Ole, well, actually, when I scored that goal in the World Cup,
Against who?
against Norway, guess where he was? Guess where he was?
Probably on the bench.
He was on the bench again. So he had a very good view of it, I would imagine.
Wow.
You know,
Imagine now, Dan, imagine now when Ole comes back with Sancho, with Varane. Craig, this was going to be a tough season for you.
Oh, we're going to talk about it on the show, actually, a little bit later.
It's not really, because if we don't win the league, it'll be an easy season. But listen, no, the answer is yes, but he did terrific. I mean, great striker. But I actually took a look. He was on the. I don't know why he was on the bench for Norway at that point.
No, but he never. We know where we played with 4-5-1. So the number 9 was more the likes of Jon Karev, Stefan Evers, and myself, big strikers. So Ole always was put on the left side or right side. So he scored enough goals for Norway as well, but he didn't do it as much as in Manchester United because the system was wrong for him.
Yeah, and do you think Marlon should go to Dortmund or Liverpool this summer?
I don't think you have the pick. I saw Sork was very unhappy with the price. He said 30, and he thought that was too much. I think Dortmund are desperate to get him because they will try to offload maybe 1 or 2 players more, Brandt or whatever, and lost Sancho, of course. So I will see that Liverpool is an alternative for him. I think that maybe then he will love to play in the Premier League. But let's see if Liverpool is the alternative or Dortmund the only one.
Shaka, what does the game really need to do to avoid players rolling around on the field?
I don't know how you stop that. I just think. Well, I think referees have to call fouls as they see them.
Yeah.
And don't kind of leave some of that, some of the responsibility to players to sell it. And then, other than that,
you can't prove. It's difficult to prove somebody faking.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
Players are going to do that, just kind of play.
And this extra time
even when they get fouled, play it up.
Most of this, if not all of it, probably all of it's going to be left in the cutting room floor.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's been better than the show.
Garbage.
Craig, where do you rank Jorginho among the?
Laughing at? I've been honest. We're waffling on here, wasting time.
Wasting time for what?
Well,
what are you in a rush to do? Do you have Sports Centre Asia today?
Actually, I do.
Oh, yes. You're no rush to go.
Really up for it as well.
Got to tell people his Norway story.
Really
his goal against Norway.
Talking about,
Craig, where do you rank Jorginho among the contenders for the Ballon d'Or, given your great passion for the topic?
Yeah.
That's just a noise.
To be honest, I'd give it to you this year for your
thank you very much.
Your upstanding dress sense and your purchase power.
Wow.
But I think that Jorginho thing is a bit overdone because I think Jorginho is a good player, but it's all about him winning the 2 things, which is fantastic. But I can't see Jorginho winning the Ballon d'Or. I can't see that happening. He's not that good.
No, exactly. And I think there must have been a tinge of sarcasm in the question as well.
No, unfortunately not today. He is one of the contenders.
Is he? No, I must have missed that list.
Final question of this very long extra time.
Too long.
After this weekend's results for TNT, what are your expectations of them going forward, or do they remain the same, Shaka? Also, is Jamaica your dark horse for the Gold Cup?
Italy.
I don't think Italy are in it.
I'd be delighted if Jamaica go on and win it.
Oh.
If Jamaica go on and win it, they're going to have to... Look, we need to shut this competition down.
Why?
Well, in fact, they need to shut it down anyway.
Qatar. What about Qatar?
What's been some of the results recently? How have the US been getting on?
US have been winning. They beat Canada 1-0 yesterday.
Yeah.
Okay, big game.
Seb and Herc will be on the show.
Shaq Moore scored. His dad, I played with his dad.
Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wendell from Trinidad and Tobago.
Seb and Herc are going to be on the show.
Yes. Yeah.
Breaking it down.
Yes, exactly.
I'll send you the link,
Just
Greg.
for you.
I'll send you the
No,
link.
Craig can listen to it.
No, well, what happens when these scenarios, they normally record that at a point of the day when I'm not here.
Well-
for fear of me shouting at them.
Craig, you are a bad apple. You are a bad apple.
I am a bad apple, Jan.
That is it. We are done.
Very bad apple.
Thank you very much to everyone
No wonder people
who has been on. We'll be back. You back tomorrow, Craig?
Well, no, I'm not actually.
No.
3 day
Neither am
week.
I, Dan.
Neither am I. Who knows who's going to be here?
3 day week.
Yeah, Jan will be here.
You'll be here.
I'm
Mr.
coming.
Pinstripe suit.
I'll be here. Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPN FC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN Plus.